Well, hello, my Sagittarius friends. I hope you're doing well. This is a very specific reading I have today. This is for Sagittarius people who are married but in love with somebody else. So you could be married or in a committed relationship, but you could be emotionally or actively in love with someone else, meaning that you're in an active affair. You're in an active third-party situation. We'll do a reading on the general energies surrounding this situation. We'll ask the cards, what will the outcome be? How can you support yourself? And general timing of what's going on here. So again, this is specifically for Sagittarians who are married or in a committed relationship, but are in love with someone else. And that could be emotionally. The other person might not even realize that you're in love with them. Or it could be an active physical affair going on. So we're going to ask the cards, the general energy, Sagittarians who are married but in love with someone else. What can you tell us about the energy of that and the outcome? What will the outcome be? The final outcome, and then we'll ask about some timing on that. Sagittarians married in love with someone else. Sagittarians who are married but in love with someone else. Oh, cards are ready. Well, we got these two, so we'll leave those out. Those jumped out quite decisively. Okay. Six of Pentacles reversed. You don't feel like things have been very fair in your relationship. The Hanged Man reversed. You're ready to move on. The Hanged Man upright is you're stuck. You can't do anything. You're trapped. When it's reversed, the traps have been removed. You can just get up and start walking out. And you see this one's walking out of the relationship. I think you're ready to walk. Oh, Knight of Cups reversed. Yeah, the upright is knight in shining armor, the lover, but reversed is the player. Have you been playing somebody, Sagittarius? Let's see, Seven of Cups. A little bit of gaslighting going on, too many choices, getting the booby prize. Knight is off, the shine is off the knight in armor. Justice. Justice. So who's the justice for? For you or for them? Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you've been thinking about this for a while. You just feel like things aren't fair. You might have felt like you were trapped. And now, for some reason, something has happened that you are no longer feeling like you're trapped, and now you have the freedom to go, and you might be juggling. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I stay? Do I go? In some respects, you might feel like the other person has been playing you, and you think it's justice that you have an affair and you leave them. Five of Swords. Yeah, we got a no-win situation here. This is winning the battle but losing the war. This is winning but with regrets. The Five of Swords. It's like strength. Yeah, I think in some respects, Sagittarius, I think in some respects you had to lie to them a little bit, and which is really difficult for Sagittarians to do, to lie. But you felt that you were being fair by lying to them somehow. You know, like if a friend says, "Oh, does this color look good on me?" and it doesn't look great, but it doesn't look bad. And you say, yeah, it looks good. Like a little white lie I'm getting here with this. You've had, I think you've had to overcome some gaslighting a little bit. And that's why you think you're justified in having this affair. 4 of Cups. Yeah, 4 of Cups. I think you're done with their bullshit. I think you've had to, I think that's where the little white lie comes in. Like, you knew they were bullshitting, but rather than start a fight, you just had these little white lies going on. And now you're just done with them. You're just done with their bullshit. You're done with what they're handing out. We got the 7 of Cups here. You've had to be stronger than you normally had. I don't think you've run into anybody like this before. And I think they've been gaslighting you. They've been lying to you. And I think you're giving the little white lies in return, just to play along. But I think you're done. I think you're done with it. You're like, I'm done with your bullshit. I'm done. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid anymore. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid that you're handing out. 4 of Wands. Yeah. You're done. You're out of here. I'm trying to decide if this was your spouse that you're done with or your lover that you're done with. The Magician. Yeah, the lies. The lies. What? Okay, this is the lover. This is the lover. You've had to lie to your spouse to keep this going. I think this is an actual physical affair you're having, Sagittarius. And you've had to lie to your spouse. You've had to lie to your spouse to keep this going. Judgment. What's this second? Look what we got. Look at the major arcanas here. Judgment, second chances. I think your lover wants a second chance. But I don't think you're willing to give it. The Emperor reversed. Look at the major arcanas here. This is almost bully. This is almost being bullied. Like, are they threatening? Are they threatening you? Are they saying, stay with me or I'm going to tell your spouse everything? Is that where the Judgment comes in? Ooh, Ace of Cups. I think this person, this is the lover. They're telling you, I'm telling your wife. I'm telling your wife. And then you're going to pay. I think you're mixed up with a cray-cray person, tell you the truth. I think you've had to lie to them and you've had to lie to your spouse. And look at the tears. If you break up with this person, you are going to pay. You are going to pay. So that's where the conundrum is. So are you lying to this person saying you're going to stay with them? Please don't tell my wife or my husband. Please don't tell them. Please don't tell them. And but in the meantime, you're thinking of leaving them. I think they are threatening you. Oh, King of Cups. You don't know what to do. I think you're drowning your sorrows. You're trying to be emotionally stable, but this Ace of Cups reversed. I think you just seriously, like, look at this. This guy doesn't know what to do, or this person. It's the energy. You thought you were in complete control of this, and the emotions have gotten you. The emotions, what's the underlying here? 6 of Wands. There's no winners in any of this. Sagittarius, I think you are being, you honestly don't know what to do. I think you're thinking, well, I better be the one who tells my spouse. I don't want them to find out from this other person. Because the judgment on the justice on that, it's going to cost me. I think at first you really enjoyed this little tryst, but then you realize what this person was doing. And it's taken all your strength to kind of balance what's going on here. And you're lying to both of them. You're lying to your spouse and you're lying to your lover. Because you know what's going to happen. If your lover tells your spouse, you're going to get a spanking. And they're not going to want to hear your excuses. And they might be open to a second chance, but it's going to take a lot of tears. And you're lying to your lover saying, yeah, okay, I'm staying. And she's like, you've got to leave your wife. And you're like, you can't do that to me, I'm staying. And you don't think that's fair at all. And the only way you can get out of this situation is if you tell your wife and deal with the consequences. And hopefully she'll give you a second chance. I keep saying wife, that's female. We're all adults here. You can figure it out. But you're seriously considering what to do. Either way, there's going to be lots of tears. There's going to be lots of unloving going on. Could be a separation. You're definitely going to, lose a little bit of what respect that they have for you. But there's no winners here at all. No winners at all. If I had to say who you would end up with after all this, I think if you would be lucky enough and you play your cards right, your spouse will give you a second chance. But you would definitely have to suck up really hard. So you'd have to ask yourself, if you should stay with this person, if you're willing to cheat on them. Is that fair to them? Because generally Sagittarius are fair people. But yeah, there's no winners in this. But if I had to call it, you're not going to be with that lover. I don't even call it a lover. I call it somebody's gaslighting you and lying to you, and you're lying to them. I didn't even get any wands. I don't even know if there's any hot sex going on there. Like, what's it worth? Just them not telling your spouse? Is that all you're balancing now? But yeah, I think that's the hangman. You're feeling trapped by their gaslighting and their threats. So if you tell your spouse that they can no longer hold that over your head. So let's get some advice. What are we going to do about this? Ooh, break addiction. Remember I said drowning your sorrows here? Break addiction. Break your addiction to your gaslighter here. Maybe you guys share a drinking problem together. And also you have the strength card here. You have to be strong. You have to say no to alcohol or whatever your addiction is. Break addiction. Look at fresh new start. Fresh new start. What else am I getting here? Break addiction. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe this is what you have to do first. Maybe it's the addiction is just to this person, about how this person makes you feel. Do they make you feel younger? Do they make you feel sexy? What do they make you feel? Why are you, maybe your addiction is sex. And so you always have to have a side piece, and maybe that's your addiction. But your addiction is either this person, it's sex, it's alcohol, but it certainly isn't your current spouse. So you've got to break that addiction. That addiction is what's holding you. In other words, the devil card. So we have a number 5 on here. So that might, I don't know if that means anything. Let's ask the timing cards to, let's get some timing on this. Let's get some timing on this. Some timing either for breakups, for what's going on here. With timing for our Sagittarians who are married but in love with someone else. Worth waiting for. Look at that, egg and egg. December, Christmas, well, that's Sagittarius season. February, Valentine's. Okay, So I think that you'd be able to break this addiction by December and fall in love again with your spouse by February. Because I don't feel like there's any love with this lover. The lovers don't give you ultimatums and blackmail you. I think what you need to do is worth waiting for is your spouse. I think, you know, if you tell them by December, things will start to feel better around your birthday time. And by February, you'd be in love again with your spouse. And turn this Ace of Cups right side up. That's falling in love. I think that's the timing that the cards are giving us here. I think your spouse said you'll be worth waiting for. This person that you are having a love affair with is not the person that you're going to be with. No, they aren't. Once the thread is over and you tell your spouse, I think you'll see them disappear. You know, you got to break that addiction, whatever is holding you and that lover together. You've got to break that. You got to break that. And I think your spouse knows to fix all that's worth waiting for. By December, it should be looking a lot better. And by February, by next Valentine's Day, I think you'll be in love again with your spouse. It is sealed. If this meant anything to you, please give it a thumbs up. While you're here, have a look around, see the other messages I have for Sagittarius. Thanks for watching and take good care.